Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're diving into something that has huge potential in AI, ChatGPT's brand new Canvas feature. You know when you're working on something bigger than a quick question, like maybe coding a whole project
Right.
or drafting a report, crafting the perfect email,
Yeah,
and you wish ChatGPT could be more of a thought partner.
exactly. That back and forth, digging deeper into a project is where Canvas really shines. It doesn't replace the chat we're used to, but it takes it up a level to a whole new level of collaboration.
Okay, so paint us a picture. What is Canvas for those hearing about it for the first time?
Think of it as a shared digital workspace. You're working with ChatGPT, but here's the thing. OpenAI, they're the ones behind ChatGPT. They actually trained the AI specifically for this environment.
Hold on, really?
Yeah.
So it's not just the same ChatGPT in a new window. They actually taught it new tricks for working in Canvas.
That's right. It's running on something called GPT 4.0.
GPT-4.
GPT 4.0, and it's designed with collaboration in mind. So, for example, you could be asking it for feedback on your writing. It can actually tell now if you're more concerned about, like, the tone of your writing versus the grammar, and it'll adjust its feedback accordingly. It's pretty amazing.
Okay, so let's get down to brass tacks.
Yeah.
You're writing a blog post. How would Canvas actually help? Walk us through it.
Okay, so picture this. You've got your blog post draft open in Canvas, right? You're looking at it, you've got your trusty ChatGPT interface right alongside it. But now, instead of just like pasting the whole thing into the chat, you can actually tell ChatGPT to zero in on specific sections.
Oh, cool.
So you need feedback on your intro, done. You want to make sure your argument in the second paragraph is watertight. Canvas lets you do that.
So it's not just about fixing typos. It's like having a superpowered editor who can also brainstorm with you and make sure your message is crystal clear.
Precisely. And it gets even cooler. Let's say you need to adjust the reading level of your post. Maybe make it snappier for a younger audience. Canvas can do that too. It's like having a writing assistant that can adapt to any style or audience you throw at it.
Now, you mentioned OpenAI built this for more than just writing, right?
Right.
Our developer listeners are probably on the edge of their seats.
Absolutely, yeah. If you're a developer and you're not already on board with Canvas, get ready to have your mind blown.
Okay, lay it on us. What makes Canvas a game changer for coding?
All right, so imagine this. You are knee-deep in code, you're staring at this bug, it just won't quit.
The worst.
Instead of wrestling with it alone, you bring in your ChatGPT-powered ally in Canvas.
Oh, I like it.
But here's where it gets good. Canvas lets ChatGPT go through your code, but like line by line,
Well,
like a Hawkeye code reviewer,
okay.
and it can flag potential issues and even suggest fixes.
It's like having a debugging buddy who never sleeps. No more late-night coding marathons just fueled by coffee and frustration.
Yeah, right. And it's not just about debugging. Sometimes you write some code and it works, but it's not exactly elegant.
Right.
Canvas can actually help refactor that code and can suggest ways to make it cleaner, more efficient, easier for other developers to understand, or even your future self.
Oh, that's huge. Code readability, especially when you're working on a team, so important.
Absolutely. And here's another trick up Canvas's sleeve. It can help translate your code into different programming languages.
Whoa, seriously.
Yeah. So if you're working on a project that requires, let's just say, both JavaScript and Python,
Right.
Canvas is a lifesaver.
So we've got writers stepping up their game, developers getting superpowers. Who else needs to know about Canvas? I feel like this has implications for almost every field.
You're telling me the applications are practically endless. Think about researchers, for example. They're often dealing with these massive data sets, trying to extract meaningful insights. Canvas can be a game changer for them.
Give us an example. How could a researcher actually use this in their work?
Okay, so let's say you're a researcher studying, I don't know, the impact of social media on sleep patterns.
Okay. Yeah, timely.
Right. You've got mountains of data from surveys, wearable tech, all sorts of sources.
Right.
You could feed all that data into Canvas and ask ChatGPT to help you analyze it, identify trends, even generate hypotheses based on what it finds.
Wow.
It's like having a research assistant who can process information at warp speed.
That would be incredible.
Mhm.
That could significantly speed up the research process and potentially lead to breakthroughs that wouldn't have even been possible before.
Exactly. And it's not just about crunching numbers. Canvas can also help researchers summarize lengthy research papers,
Oh, nice.
pull out key findings, and even connect the dots between different studies. It's like having a research librarian who's also a data scientist.
Okay, so we got researchers covered. What
Oh.
about educators? Any Canvas love for them.
Definitely. Picture this. You're a teacher designing a lesson plan. Instead of staring at a blank page, you open up Canvas and start brainstorming with ChatGPT. You could ask it to suggest activities, create interactive elements, or even tailor the lesson to different learning styles.
I love that.
It's like having a co-teacher who specializes in making learning more engaging and effective.
It could be a game changer for personalized learning, too.
Absolutely. And speaking of students, imagine how this could transform their learning experience.
Yeah,
They
absolutely.
could use it to brainstorm essay topics, get help with research, even practice their writing in a safe and supportive environment.
It's like having a tutor on demand, available 24/7. It's incredible to think about how Canvas could empower students of all levels, from elementary school to PhD dissertations. It feels like there's something here for everyone.
I totally agree. You know, what fascinates me about Canvas is it's not just a tech upgrade, it's a whole new way of thinking about how we work with AI. It's not just a tool anymore, it's a collaborator.
It's like we're moving away from write me an essay to saying, let's work on this essay together.
Exactly. And the exciting part is we're just getting started. As GPT-4o gets smarter, imagine how much more intuitive and genuinely helpful it'll become as a thought partner.
It really feels like we're on the cusp of something huge. I remember when we first started using ChatGPT for things, it was mind-blowing. But now, Canvas just takes it to a whole other level.
Right. It's like having a brainstorming buddy who has access to this massive library of information and can process it all in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
And what's even cooler is that OpenAI is super focused on making this accessible. Canvas is in beta right now, but they're planning to roll it out to everyone soon.
That's awesome. I know our listeners are going to want to dive in and experiment, so any parting advice, where should they start?
Honestly, just jump in and play around with it. Try different prompts. See what happens when you really push the boundaries of what you think Canvas can do. The more you experiment, the more you discover its potential.
I love it. And who knows, maybe one of our listeners will uncover the next big breakthrough with Canvas. If you're loving these deep dives into the world of AI, be sure to subscribe to Kabir's Deep Dives on YouTube. We've got tons of awesome content coming your way. Until next time, keep exploring, keep creating, and as always, thanks for taking this deep dive with us.